A very good morning to all. Hello, and welcome back to another session of your science class after a long gap. In today's video, we will revise the topics we have already covered in our WebEx sessions from chapter number 8, Weather, Climate and Adaptations in Animals. You must have heard about the weather reports on the television, radio, or read in the newspaper. When you are going outside in the rainy season, your parents ask you to take umbrella, right? Even sometimes you carry umbrella when the day is sunny and the sky is clear or without clouds. If you are fond of watching cricket on the TV, you must have seen the experts discussing about the weather. Have you ever thought, what is weather exactly? How do people study weather? In this chapter, we will study about the weather, their elements, climate, and adaptations in animals to cope up with the change in weather and climate so that they can survive. Now, let's exactly try to understand what is weather. Let's perform an activity and then analyze the results at the end of the activity. Collect the weather reports of the last week from any newspaper. Then draw a table with 6 columns and 8 rows. Name each column in the first row as date, maximum temperature, maximum humidity, minimum humidity, and rainfall respectively. Now, fill all the rows with the information provided in the weather reports of the newspaper. Now, let us analyze the data updated in the table. The maximum and minimum temperatures recorded may be same for some of the days. However, all the parameters cannot be same for any 2 days. Over a week, there may be considerable variations. The day-to-day conditions of the atmosphere at a place with respect to temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, etc. is called the weather of that place. The temperature, humidity, rainfall, and other atmospheric conditions are called the elements of the weather. The weather of a place changes day after day or week after week. Weather is a complex phenomenon that can vary over a short periods of time. We may find the day to be sunny in the morning. Suddenly, clouds appear and it may start raining, and sometimes it may take only few minutes to vanish the heavy rainfall and return of sunny weather or bright sunshine. Hence, the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place is called its weather. Weather of a place can change within short periods of time. Next, elements of weather. The maximum and minimum temperatures of a day are recorded by using special thermometers called maximum and minimum thermometers. The tilt of Earth's axis and its distance from the sun cause low and high temperatures at different times of the year. When the Earth is away from the sun, It will have cooler temperatures starting the seasons of fall and winter. The earth receives sunlight for lesser time, so the days become shorter and the nights get longer. And when the earth is moving near the sun, the opposite happens. Sun is the major factor responsible for the changes in the weather conditions. We experience the maximum temperature of the day in the afternoon, while the minimum temperature occurs in the early morning. The rainfall received in a certain amount of time can be measured using an instrument called a rain gauge. Rainfall is collected in a rain gauge. It consists of a measuring cylinder that gives the reading of a day's total rainfall. Wind is air in motion, or in very simple words, moving air is called wind. To understand what causes this motion in air, we first need to understand a bit about air pressure. When air heats up, the atoms and molecules within it move faster and spread out. Warm air expands and rises up. On the other hand, in cooler air, the molecules move more slowly and are closer together, which makes the air sink. When heat from the sun falls on the earth's surface, it warms the air above it. The warm air will rise, leaving an area of lower pressure. On the other hand, areas of higher pressure occur where the cooler air is located. When there is a difference in air pressure between two areas, air will always move from the high pressure to low pressure area to equalize the pressure. And when air moves from high pressure area towards low pressure area, it causes winds. The best example of how this difference in air pressure causes winds is in coastal areas. On sunny days, the land warms up faster than the sea. This creates a temperature contrast, and as the land heats up, it warms and expands the air above it. As this warm air expands, an area of low pressure is created over the land, leaving relatively high pressure over the sea. This pressure difference causes air to move from the sea to the land to equalize the pressure difference. This rush of air is the wind we experience, and in this case, we call it a sea breeze. Winds affect the weather of a place to a great extent. Wind speed is measured with the help of an instrument called anemometer. An anemometer measures the wind speed and the direction from which the wind is blowing at the site where it is mounted. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. It changes throughout the day. The sun causes water to evaporate from the water bodies, which turns into water vapors. The amount of water vapors present in the air is called humidity. As more water evaporates, the humidity of the air increases. At a particular temperature, air can hold a certain amount of water vapor. Humidity is measured using an instrument called a hygrometer. And that's all for today. Please do like and subscribe my channel for further notifications.